Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for July 27th, 2017. In true fashion, it's stupid late, and I'm just now getting around to recording. Total of 33 entries yesterday, which is a nice number. And Ash White, Muxkitney, LB, myself, and Dargard scored a 705 in total. Nevid Figure scored a 695, I figure probably taking some slime damage. Burning Ass Taco, Moppet, Tokage, and Faxtolja all scored a 685, possibly not getting a scrap, possibly drone health. And let's see where we go from there. Is Faxon on my friends list? I'm kind of surprised by that. Marvin scored a 685 along with Copper, the Starting Lagoon, and McTinchy pushing all the way down to position 19, and Deno ended up with a 675. Probably drone health at that point in position 22. And it kind of shows the downside of some of the ships like yesterday's, which A, was glitched, and B, really didn't have that much. Drone health, which is becoming more and more erratic, makes a huge difference in who scores where. We'll also wish to say thank you for all the well wishes yesterday, and it was an alright day. I don't know, I don't usually do anything too special for my birthday, so it was just a thing. Today I have Overload and Motion. 4 infestations on a Government A, so crap. Let's get in and get out before anything too bad can happen. Are you fucking kidding me? What do I got? Well, I know that... Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. Here's number 1. I want to force the spawns in this room straight away so I can get those out of the way. It's not a safe room to do this in, but it's the only chance that I have. Also, only 1 defense on this terminal. So it is what it is. That happened early, didn't it? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Oh, of course. Please move, thank you. Hearing swarm while in this room. Worst thing ever. Okay, well... This This is going to be a slow process. I apologize for that. But again, this is the best possible way to do this. Knowing what we do about slime. It's possible I'll take damage. There's really nothing that can be done about that. Outside of that, R9 cannot be trusted. Which means I may not get very far on this ship. Please stop. Thank you. Oh yeah. That's great. I really may not get very far on this ship. Because I can't check 7 or any further, really. Survey probably would have been a lot of help on this ship. With that vent in play... With that vent in play, there really isn't much that I can do at all. I want this to be as central to the room as possible. I'm not sure what to do next. I don't trust R9. Well, that fucking sucks. Picked up 5 scrap. I know there's something in R4. R9 has spawned once. Could spawn more. I have no actual way to safely check R7. I'm trying to think. Basically, what's the best course of action here? And you know, my first instinct right now is to leave. There's a government A that's pretty big. I could see what R9 powers, but I'm not going to be able to get to any of it. If I do, it's kind of a Hail Mary, and it could go very wrong. have another airlock. Whether or not that works, whether or not that's everything that I need, I have another airlock. And I have door 4. I might have a third airlock. Fuck. Do I send in a sacrifice? I already have the fuel. Another terminal is not likely to have ship scan. I've got a chance that there is a third airlock. Even better, that third airlock may lead to more access on the ship. Unknown room has an 80% chance of being hit. Son of a bitch. Well, that's pretty much the airlock room. I do not have good options. Not at all. 1 minute. I'm gonna wait this out, see what happens. I want to try to get into R7. If I can get into R7, I think we're going to have a lot more options. But I have no way at all to know if R7 is safe. I could lose Ethan entirely. Great. I could lose Ethan entirely. I could take a 90-point hit from a leaper. Or I could take a negligible hit from, well, I probably wouldn't take a hit from a sentry, but you get the idea. Because I know that sentries, leapers, no airlock was destroyed. But that pretty much completely cuts off my access to the ship. At this point, it's not worth checking R7 at all. I'm certainly not going to risk getting stuck with the swarm in R9. I can't get back through R3. If I could open D6, I would check D12. I don't remember what D12 was, though. I think it was inconclusive. Or not D12, R12. I think that's going to be it. Sometimes on these ships, discretion is the better part of valor. And sometimes these ships just hit you so much, it's easier just to leave. Total of 665 with 5 scrap, 1 propulsion fuel, and nothing else really. Started out with pretty good drone score, with health scores rather, with a 560 starting score. So 105 points on top of my starting score. Currently, the braver heads have definitely won out. Ash White 725, Faxtolja at 715, Dano at 710, Astronomy Goon and Mactici at 675. That tells me there may be some additional drone health shenanigans. Seymour 0626 at 560, LB at 475 tells me he lost a drone. probably trying the same thing that I was considering doing with R7. And Jamie and Zephyr, as well as at least one other, in true Swarm are a thing today fashion, has a score of 0. R9 was asking to die. And I would have lost almost everything if that had happened. Not sure what I could have done differently, not sure what I would have done differently. If I'd gotten lucky and the I don't remember which room it was, but the room off of R7, if that had been clear because I closed the door, then I probably would have gone in there, and that may have given me more room to explore. Possibly finding the other airlock, because I'm confident there was another airlock. And possibly at least finding a room full of loot. So that could be where the additional score came from. Ash White only scored 3 scrap ahead of me, though. So, still a very dangerous ship. Dano probably has done best, if I had to guess, just because of his score with a 0. I bet he lost an upgrade somehow. Or lost a drone, kept all the upgrades. And wasn't able to recover the drone, but was able to get the upgrades. And moving from there, 675 down to 665, that's not a thing, so that's probably drone health. Even though mine was already pretty high, but they may have done better. Simple as that. And if you had Survey, probably a much easier ship. Because I'm confident there was a third airlock. I could be wrong. And because there's only, I think there was only one more door that there could have been, and I don't really see much reason why it would have been door 3. I could be, again, wrong. For now, 4 infestations on Government A, even a large Government A. I guess Government A ships would be fairly decently sized, but they're not, I don't know. Anyway, 4 infestation types is always a dangerous proposition, always a bad proposition. So, you gotta work with what you got to work with, and some can do well with that, and today, I did what I think I could. Anything else would have been a huge risk, potentially an entire drone, for potentially no real gain. So I'm okay with my score. If you have done your run, leave a comment. I'd love to hear of your own experiences. Did I say the first part? If you haven't done your run, good luck. You can take that twice if I already said it. If you have done your run, leave a comment. I'd love to hear of your experiences, strategies, and approach to a ship like this. This is kind of my main problem with motion. I guess everyone's main problem with motion, because it was actually patched to make it better. Where so many rooms were inconclusive. It was kind of pointless overall. It's a good upgrade when it works for you. And when it doesn't work for you, it doesn't really help much. If you'd like to check out other playthroughs, and I certainly plan to do that for today, you can check out Marvin, Copper, Dano416, LB, Noxkitney, and Faxtolja, all linked in the video description. If you enjoyed, do please like, and have a good day.